cyclic systems, and in today's class I am going to talk about rearrangement in cyclic carbocations, that is related to ring expansion and ring contraction both. Okay, so first let us talk about ring expansion. It is very important. Questions already are coming in competitive examination regarding ring expansion. Many students have doubts regarding ring expansion of carbocations. So let's talk. What is the condition for any carbocation to undergo ring expansion? First, you have to learn about this. The condition for ring expansion is the positive charge must be attached to the cyclic system that we know very well, that is in fact ring. It means positive charge must be attached to the ring directly. So positive charge we can say, or positively charged carbon we can say, so that must be directly attached to the ring. So in such cases ring expansion takes place. Always the purpose of ring expansion is for getting stability. We already know that rearrangement of acyclic carbocations is entirely due to stability, enhancement of stability. Here also, for increasing the stability of carbocation, some carbocations undergo ring expansion, some undergo ring contraction as well. Okay, today I am going to teach ring contraction as well. So ring expansion, I am taking an example of this. There is a carbocation like this, 4-membered ring is there, and this positive charge is attached to cyclic system. So no doubt here ring expansion is possible. But for ring expansion, how to understand, sir? Okay. So first you see positive charge is attached to cyclic carbon, that is ring carbon. So ring carbon, this is you take as first carbon. Suppose in the numbering you can take it as a first carbon, or this is second carbon. Between first and second, break the CC bond. Break the CC bond, and second carbon must be attached to this positively charged carbon. Now you see new arrangement, you will get this one. This is CH2 and second carbon is attached to CH2. This is in fact that second carbon. This is to understand the concept. This is not first or second carbon, just as a hypothetical. Okay, I am writing 1 and 2 numbers. So second carbon is attached to, that forms new bond with positively charged carbon, and between 1 and 2 there was a covalent bond. Now there is no covalent bond. It means electron deficiency is present at first carbon now. So that is in fact the adjacent carbon. Okay, very next carbon of this positively charged carbon. So for logic you can understand that the carbon or the adjacent carbon of positively charged carbon gets positive charge in the ring expansion, and you can simply draw the structure. How many atoms are there? This is the first carbon. In fact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-membered ring is there, and there is a positive charge. You can place anywhere. This is a symmetrical. These are not numbers, in fact 1 and 2. 1 and 2 just for understanding the concept I am giving these numbers. Suppose you have a carbocation like this. Okay, now you do one thing. The ring carbon, that is first carbon you take, second carbon, and what is the trick? Break covalent bond between first and second carbon and attach second carbon with positively charged carbon. Now you see this is attached to this, and now the carbon which is adjacent to positively charged carbon gets positive charge, that is electron deficient now. Okay, so the trick is simple. The carbon attached to positively charged carbon, initial positive charge is this one, and the adjacent carbon of this initial positively charged carbon now gets new positive charge. And what is the size of the ring? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you write down a 6-membered ring like this. Okay, so if positive charge is present in the ring, then no ring expansion takes place. That positive charge must be present out of the ring, but that must be directly attached to the ring. Let's solve some more examples. You don't need to confuse regarding ring expansion and ring contraction. So far, we have not been asked questions regarding ring contraction in competitive examination, but we know NEET and JEE examinations, we can't expect any repeated question. So now we may expect question from ring contraction as well. So well, I'm going to take an example like this. There is a 4-membered ring and we have CH2, CH2 plus. Here ring expansion is possible? No. Okay, ring expansion is not possible because positive charge is not directly attached to ring. But hydride shift is possible. Let's see. 1,2 hydride shift. Okay, I'm writing like this, CH2. So if 1,2 hydride shift is possible, 1,2 hydride shift, this ring expansion is also called 1,2 shift. Okay, 1,2 hydride shift, 1,2 methyl shift in a cyclic systems. Okay, like that. In cyclic system also hydride and methyl shift is possible, but like that ring expansion is also called 1,2 shift, not hydride methyl, just 1,2 shift. So this is a hydride shift. Let's talk, you know already, rearrangement. You know, in each rearrangement, the stability of carbocation must increase. So this is a primary carbocation, this is a secondary carbocation with 2 alpha hydrogens, with 4 alpha hydrogens, it is more stable. So now this rearrangement, that is 1,2 hydride shift, is quite possible. Okay, no doubt in that. Now ring expansion is possible. Okay, so ring expansion, break this bond, attach this one with this. We have CH here, CH3 here, this carbon is attached to this, and the adjacent carbon of this carbon, this is adjacent carbon, here positive charge develops. This can be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a 5-membered ring. Okay, some methyl group is attached to one carbon. Okay, and to this next carbon positive charge is there. Yes. This is the arrangement. So in some cases, if positive charge is present away from the ring, then also ring expansion is possible, but not in the first step like this. So always ring expansion, sir. Generally, what is the trick for ring expansion? 4-membered ring is converted into 5-membered. 5-membered is converted into 6-membered, because when ring size increases, then angle strain decreases. Small rings are generally less stable because of angle strain. So 4 is converted into 5, 5 to 6, but 6 to 7 is not correct because 7 is less stable than 6. 6 to 7 ring expansion is not possible. So like that, let's talk about ring contraction. Ring contraction. Just now I told you the purpose of ring expansion is for getting stability. 4 is converted into 5, 5 to 6. So why not 3 to 4? Actually 3 to 4, the only exception case I am teaching here, this particular bond breakage, and this one will go here, and 3 to 4 is not possible because this is more stable than this. Okay, this is less stable. Sir, you said that 4-membered ring is more stable than 3-membered ring, angle strain is less, but when we talk about stability of carbocation, this is even more stable than this because of dancing resonance. There is a separate video on dancing resonance. So why this particular cyclopropyl outside this carbon is there, primary, secondary, tertiary. So this particular cyclopropyl alkyl carbocation is very highly stable, even it is even more stable than tropylium cation. There is a separate video on that. So when you talk about stability order, this is less stable than this, so that's why here ring expansion is not possible. Only in this case ring expansion is not possible. So then what happens here? Reverse is possible. Reverse means ring contraction. What? Ring contraction. What is this ring contraction? You do simple. This bond you break, because this is positively charged one. Next carbon you take 1. Second, the between 1 and 2 break the bond. 2 is attached to this. Now you will get this type of arrangement. Between 1 and 2 bond is broken, means positive charge is present here. This is nothing but this. Okay, so this is because of higher stability of this carbocation, ring contraction takes place in 4-membered ring, and already I told you 6-membered ring is more stable than 7-membered ring. If you are given a carbocation like this, generally this is less stable than 6-membered ring. So here also ring contraction takes place. Ring contraction means 1, 2, the adjacent carbon of positively charged carbon is 1, and this is to break the bond between 1 and 2, second carbon attached to positive charge. Now it becomes 6-membered, and 1 and 2 there is no bond now. This carbon is getting positive charge now. Okay, this carbon is getting positive charge. This is more stable, no doubt. So 4-membered, 7-membered rings, ring contraction takes place, and already you see for ring contraction positive charge must be present on the ring. If it is present out of the ring, no chance for ring contraction. Actually for ring contraction, positive charge must be present on the ring. So this is quite exception. We say that because in ring expansion, smaller ring must be converted into larger ring. So this we can say that is an exception. So because 4-membered ring is converted into 3-membered ring. Okay, this one has a small angle strain than this. This is not exception because 6-membered ring is more stable than 7-membered ring. Okay, so these are some examples regarding ring expansion and ring contraction. Let me take 1 or 2 more examples to explain ring expansion, ring contraction. Because when you look at carbocation, immediately you have to identify whether ring expansion takes place or contraction takes place. Okay, some examples. You have this particular carbocation, this particular. Okay, so ring expansion or contraction. Already I told you, only in case of cyclopropyl alkyl CH2 plus that particular carbocation is more stable than 4-membered. So here there is no exception. As usual, ring expansion takes place, branch is there, methyl group is there. Okay, you see this is first carbon, this is second carbon, this is attached to this, and now positive charge is present now. Now is there any other shifting? Let's see. Okay, let's check. We don't know. Let's check 1,2 hydride shift is legal or not. 1,2 hydride shift. Now you see, yes, this is quite possible because the secondary carbocation is converted into tertiary. So 3-membered ring is more stable. This particular carbocation, the previous one, that is the only exception. If any branch is there, then it undergoes ring expansion as usual, no doubt. Only one exception you can easily memorize. Like this, you are given an alkene, okay, H plus you are given, and some nucleophile must be there. But what I am telling, in electrophilic addition reactions, you have to go through, final product is always formed through most stable carbocation. So first from this reaction, the reaction between alkene and H plus, we have to find out the most stable carbocation. Let me find, we know pi bond attacks this, and 2 rings have same size. This is symmetrical. You can write positive charge at any way. So this positive charge in the ring, it does not undergo expansion, but it undergoes expansion because the positive charge is attached to ring. So first carbon, second carbon, 1 and 2 break the bond and new bond formation takes place like this. Now you see, this is a carbon, this is a carbon, 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 and it forms bond with this. Now the adjacent carbon of positively charged carbon, old rule, that gets positive charge. Now what is the size of this ring? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 carbon atoms. Okay, and a 4-membered ring is attached to this. So I am writing here a 4-membered ring is attached to here. Now where is the positive charge? The carbon which is directly attached to this 4-degree carbon possessing this positive charge. 4-degree carbon, and this carbon is possessing positive charge. Okay, so this carbon is this. Now is it the final carbocation? No, because in this ring again ring expansion is possible. Okay, you see, this is first carbon, this is second carbon, bond breakage takes place, and attach this one with that, and you will get very easy structure. Like you see, this carbon, this is next carbon, I am writing like this. One more carbon, I am writing like this. This carbon is this one, and that forms bond with this carbon. And now where is the positive charge? Look at carefully. The positive charge must be shifted to the carbon which is adjacent to initial positively charged carbon. This is initially positively charged carbon, and now positive charge is shifted to this carbon. This is first carbon, this is second carbon. Second and positively charged carbon bond formation took place. Now this positive charge is shifted to adjacent, this one, this is quaternary. You can easily understand quaternary carbon. So where is that quaternary carbon? This one. So this is the final carbocation, whatever the nucleophile that attacks here. And this is stable, no doubt. Braid's rule is not applicable here. Okay, if you know about Braid's rule, you can understand this. Okay, I will also make one video on Braid's rule, you don't worry. So Braid's rule is not applicable for fused bicyclo compounds. So ring expansion, just like carbocation rearrangement, ring expansion is not a single step, 2-step, 3-step like that. We can't say only once, twice or thrice ring expansion takes place. We know in carbocation rearrangement, number of rearrangements are possible, but in each rearrangement stability must increase. So like that, in ring expansion, it is not essential that only once or twice ring expansion takes place. Okay, so till the formation of most stable carbocation, ring expansion always takes place, but only the trick is 1 and 2 positions. The positively charged carbon, next position is 1 and next one is 2. Between 1 and 2 bond breakage takes place, and first carbon gets positive charge. That is in fact the adjacent carbon of positively charged carbon. Okay, so this is very important. And ring contraction, ring expansion, both are important. Okay.